Hello. Hello. How are you, friend? Are you
Hi,
good?
Dave. You know I'm so tech savvy. I have Dylan in here lighting me up.
Oh,
And
no, I am right there with you. I'm a horrible. So I finally figured it out. I actually watched a YouTube tutorial the first time I did this, embarrassingly enough. So now I'm a professional. Yes.
yeah, I'm not a professional yet at all because Dylan set up the lighting and the girls did the makeup upstairs. But again, this is Lucy 93.3. It's our Central Texas Honda dealers. We call them Lucy Lives. It's Lucy 93.3. That was kind of cute.
Yes, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Well, it's so good to see you. You're such an amazing, sweet friend and person. So I'm
Oh,
happy to be here.
I know. I'm so happy that you're here. And I was like, please, I can't go a whole hour with her because you and me talk. We've talked. We just haven't seen each other
Yeah.
because of what's been going on in our world.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
in
been
Austin.
crazy.
You're in Dallas.
Yes. I love Austin, though. It's so beautiful. It is actually, I think, the hottest spot in Texas right now to move to. I hear every celebrity is moving to Austin.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
It
live
is
out by the
crazy.
lake and I love it. So let's get into the Austin thing because I know you and me can chat for days,
Yeah.
which I love. But let's talk about Real Housewives of Dallas, first of all. How is Travis and the kids doing? I had to get that out.
They're really good. My kids are at school right now. Thank you, Jesus. And Travis is at work. So I'm sitting here with Biscuit doing next to nothing. It's been real nice. It's been real
So the
nice.
kids are back in school.
They are. They are. My youngest has been in school this whole time, but he goes to a specialty school. So he has 10 kids in his class. So 6 feet apart is very, very easy.
Right.
And then Chance, my oldest, he was doing 1 week on, 1 week off. But it's been really pretty seamless for both of them. Now he's on full-time Chance, and Cruz has been on full-time pretty much the whole
Zoom
year.
thing is tough for kids. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have them back in school. Just like you said, Clark's in a small class, 6 feet apart, and he's taking the school bus, which every morning I still like when they, I don't know if you went through this, but when I see him get on the school bus, I'm like, emotional. I'm like, my baby's getting on the school bus.
I wish my kids could get on a school bus. They go to school so far away. It's my carpool is about an hour. I leave my house at like 7:15 and get home like at 8:30. It's the longest. Yeah, it's the longest carpool.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, Clark wanted to ride, kids are with buses and trains. He wanted to be on the bus. I'm like, no, we can take you. So everything's good here. The Austin tie-in is so cool because I texted you and I just, we're like, let's talk about Austin, and part 3 of Austin trip.
Yeah, I can't believe that trip got 3 episodes. I'm like,
well,
good job.
Let me tell you, it's great TV. So
yeah,
you guys came to Austin for your 3-parter for Real Housewives of Dallas, and tonight this is the final part, I'm assuming.
So this is the final part. So we finish up Austin, and then we all come back to Dallas and kind of end up in a group scene elsewhere. In Dallas, though. In Dallas.
Okay.
All of our trips were really close because we couldn't fly. So they're
but
just...
you did it during COVID. You were safe, and you got to come to Dallas. Now you were staying on Lake Austin, right?
We were staying on Lake Austin. I'm trying to remember the name of the place. The location was insane. It was a private home that you can rent out. And it was beautiful. A ton of land right on the lake. And it was one of the most beautiful properties I've ever been to.
It was gorgeous, and I loved the boat. And but did your Rockstar bus? Had you been on one of those before?
So no, I've never been on a Rockstar. I think Deandra is the only one that supposedly was on a ton of Rockstar boats.
Right, I saw.
In her past. I have never been on one before. I've been on like an RV because I'm from a small town, so RVs are something that in Coweta people tend to have, but not like a bus like that. It was really cool. You get a little car. I have a tendency to get car sick if I can't see out the window. So as cool as it was, I got a little car sick at one point because, Austin's 3 hours, 3.5.
Yeah, and it's still, 3.5 hours. I don't blame you, but I thought the bus was cool. Brandy's outfit was on point.
She's always so good. She's always so good with outfits.
Doesn't she come up with the best outfits?
Yeah, she has. I swear her costume closet must be something else. It's crazy.
I know.
Oh, the Echelon. Somebody said it's the Echelon. Yes, it's the Echelon. Is where we stayed. Yes.
You would think I would know, but I that is like way beyond my means, but it was so cool to watch. I'm so excited for tonight. It's just over the top, that place. But
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it was so, I love Austin anyway, because, you know, Brandy is from there, her and Brian. So Travis and I have gone to Austin a ton. We used to own a home in Austin. Oh my goodness. It was right by the water park. Oh, where would that
is
be?
it Schlitterbahn?
It was, it wasn't Schlitterbahn. It was Brandy's father-in-law actually owned a water park in Austin, like right on the lake. I know somebody's going to come in and tell me what the name of it is. I can't think.
That's so Brandy.
It's very, very Brandy.
Yes.
So we would go there and water slide after hours. We would turn everything on. Probably not the, you know, like, I'm going to be honest, naked water sliding. It was really fun.
With you and Brandy together, I mean, you guys have got to get, like just a side spinoff during the summer, during off season. Just letting Andy know that.
That would be amazing. Valente is what it was called. You're right. You guys are amazing. Valente, yes. Valente Beach is what her father-in-law owned. Yes.
Oh but gosh, no, that would I see it right there for Macy. Macy, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. A spinoff would be amazing. Yeah, I would really like that. Something very positive and fun.
Well,
Bravo,
you two are so funny together. I know you and me could talk forever, so I want to ask you a few things that, you know, first of all, let's see. I want to ask you if you watch any other Housewives franchises. I'm always curious. Do you watch any other Housewives? Since we've been locked in, I think I've seen every show on Netflix, Hulu, you know, HBO Max, and I watched all the franchises now, which I did not before. I'm
going to be honest, and I'm going to let a lot of people down. Whenever you're on Bravo, it's hard to watch it because I will watch certain clips, but I know a lot of the ladies, and then it really does give me some PTSD. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, when you live it,
right.
I will get anxious if I watch other people's reunions.
But I mean, you've seen some of the reunions.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They give me anxiety.
Yeah. If there's a lot going on about like one episode from a franchise, like I kept hearing about Atlanta and this Bolo episode. So I watched that. It was very entertaining. I thought they did a great job, but I don't watch as much as probably I should. If I'm on Watch What Happens Live with someone, I'll get in and cram a few episodes in just so I don't look like, you know, like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I mean, even though, I mean, I know you know a lot of the Housewives and stuff. So there's this rumor going around about the Real Housewives All Stars, which I think is really, even if it's not true, I think it's a brilliant idea. Mm-hmm. So if you had to be in a house, let's just say for a month with housewives, just to kind of like, you know, to kind of have the personalities separated. So you have a lot of different personalities in one house. So you're obviously the peacekeeper, but you tell the truth. You tell the truth. You're open, you're honest, but you're so sweet and so kind. Who would you feel around you in the All-Stars house?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would definitely put someone really fun. If I couldn't take Brandy, then I think that Sonia's hysterical and very entertaining. I like people that entertain me. They don't necessarily have to be, they can be a little off their rocker sometimes, and Sonia's really funny. I would put somebody like Dorit. I just like her style.
Yes.
I love Lisa Rinna. I think she's very funny. Who else?
You're hitting my list because Dorit, Lisa Rinna, check. Dorit, have you seen that style? Oh my god,
she's amazing. I think she's the best dressed housewife. I really, really do. I think she's so amazing. I also really think Karen from Potomac is really funny. So I would just literally have people who entertain me at the house.
And then but you and I want to throw in. I want to throw in like Kenya.
Oh yeah, she would be. Yes, I would. And then, really suck up to her.
Right, and then I love Lisa from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Very, you know, professional and family oriented like yourself. And then finally, I would bring back Brandi Glanville just to make it like.
No, she's always been really nice.
She's sweet.
So I could totally have her in a house. Yeah,
everyone gets along with you anyways, but Brandi is so great. She's so sweet, and she is unfiltered. So that is an all-star cast.
That would be a lot. I would die. With some of those people in the cast, I may die. I would just try to survive.
Well, you would have to be in it. I think you and Brandi would have to rep Dallas. That's just my opinion, you know.
You know, I obviously haven't heard anything because we are really a lot of times the fans find out things before we do. So I've not heard for sure if it's happening or not, but I hope they have an all-star cast. I'm sure to be a lot of the ladies who have been around forever and from the, you know, the first franchises, but I will watch that. I will definitely watch that.
Well, you'll be in it. So, and then we have to throw in Teresa from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, she would be amazing too. There are so many good ones. I mean,
I might be a little scared, but it would be fun.
Oh yeah, no, she would be fantastic. I mean, there's so many amazing women in these franchises, and whether you love them or hate them, they bring a lot of incredible moments, and they really make the franchise what it is. And so yeah,
I think each woman has done some really great stuff. And one of the things, you know, we all experienced here in Texas, which was unbelievably scary, was the snowstorm that we had in Texas. And
yeah.
So did you and Travis stay in the house for 3 days?
We did. So we lost power, but I kept hearing these horror stories of people whose pipes would bust, and then they would, you know, so we didn't feel comfortable leaving because we had no electricity. So I didn't know if that would make our pipes more likely to burst.
Right.
We sent my children. We have a 93-year-old man in our guest house. So I think that was our biggest hurdle, was to make sure our kids and the gentleman that lives in our guest house, who is again in his 90s, were warm and safe. So we had a place for them to go, and we stayed here by the fire. It was very not romantic. It was not romantic.
No.
It was freezing.
No, it was unbelievable. I know that you did you know, you did some charity stuff around it, and you were very vocal and just so caring, like yourself. So
thank
you know,
you.
yeah, I mean you and Travis staying in the house, you know, caring for someone elderly is it's you. I mean, I know you so well. It's hard to interview because I know you so well, so it's kind of like just chatting. But I wanted to hit a few of these points because I think it's really important what we went through here in Texas. It was, I kept thinking our electricity would go back on, and we had, which I don't like to put out there, but we had an emergency with a family member here in Austin. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Oh God, everything's great now, but I'm just a very, you know, my child is everything to me. So everything went on during the ice and snow, and everything's great now. But I mean, you can imagine, you know, it was just unbelievably scary. We had no power. Boiling water, like I can't even, girl, you know, I mean, I don't know if you can cook, but I cannot even boil eggs. I have actually boiled eggs down where the water evaporates, and I'm like, what the hell is that popping? And the eggs are actually black. So,
oh no, you can't do that.
So I can't boil water.
No, it was a really crazy thing. You know, and then you would see things, you know, online, and you know, people who were dying just to keep their children warm and safe. Yeah. So it was just it makes me so sad for the people who you know, who lost loved ones and their lives, just trying to keep their families warm. Like I heard of a grandma and a child who were in the car, just with the car running because it's the only heat they had, and they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. And it just seems so unnecessary. And not to get too far-fetched, but it also really bothered me that some areas were with power the whole time, and some were completely without. I just didn't quite understand that. And I don't know what the reasoning was for that, but I really feel like a lot of lives could have been saved if they would have done rolling blackouts for everybody. You know,
I agree. It was something I've never experienced in my lifetime, and it was just I just felt just like you felt the same way for everybody, because it was cold. I mean, it's cold and scary, and when you have children or elderly people or people my age, it's really tough. But I'm glad we're past that.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, Texas is recovering. We love Texas. Texas proud, Austin proud. So anything else you can mention? You guys have more episodes for Real Housewives of Dallas than this year.
Oh, yeah, we do.
How many do you have?
Okay, so I want to say normally we have between 16 and 18. So I'm guessing that that's going to be the same thing this year. I don't know. They always they're still editing, you know, they edit for, you know, up until reunion pretty much. So, but I'm guessing, if I had to guess, it would be between 16 and 18.
Yeah, I read 18 and I'm like, that is a lot. Like you're getting up there like to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like
it's a lot. It's a lot.
And it's worth it. I mean, the show is great. The show, I've always been a fan of the show, as you know, and you've done a great job keeping everything together on the show. You really
Oh,
have.
thank you.
You really
Thank
have.
you.
You really have. So I'm trying to think what else I was going to ask you without, we talked about the spinoff, All Stars. Oh, I know what I had to ask you. I really want you in the center. I know this is so superficial, but can we just get a little superficial, like center, OG, center.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was in the center last year, and then I went to the reunion, and I am really, you know how sometimes I would describe being on a housewife show as, unfortunately, like a bunch of women, middle-aged women who are like trying to be prom queen. And it's real sad because I'm like, everyone has a star. So what are we really fighting for? But last year I was at the reunion, and I have never had a desire to sit next to Andy because that's the hot seat. Like, I like sitting at the end. That's a very comfortable position for me. And I'm super fine there. I will shine from the back all day long because
that's a good point. If you're sitting next to Andy, that means that you
are going to
be on the, that's a great point.
It's a lot of pressure. So they told me, and I think most people on franchises, if they're like, oh, I'm in the coveted spot at the reunion, coveted seat, they would be really, really excited. I started crying. I was like, can I please not sit there, please? It's so much pressure. I was so nervous. So I don't know. It's just, I think I'm just a different, than a lot of the other people in the franchise. It makes me a little uncomfortable. I'd rather.
Well, I mean, you're
have someone
so
else have all that pressure.
No, you're so sweet. The show's ratings last week were big.
Oh, good. I didn't even know that.
I know you're that's what I love about you. But the show last week was a season high.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you guys for watching and supporting. I appreciate it. Yeah. I didn't even know that. That's how.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. And I miss going to lunch with you in Dallas. So
I do too.
I know, because we can just chat forever. And I am going to come up to Dallas because I want to see all my friends, and I want to go to lunch with you as always.
Yes.
And I love Dallas. I love Dallas, and I really love Austin. So if you come back down to Austin.
I 100% am going to come to Austin. I love it. And it's so beautiful there. And then we can connect, and you can take me to all the good restaurants that I don't know anything about. So
there's so many fun ones. And then are you ready for this? Because I don't even know how to change the oil in my car.
Me neither.
That's why we have spouses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting a boat.
You're getting a boat?
Yes.
You're going to love it. You are going to love it.
But I already said we're getting a boat that's fine, but I am not touching anything. I'm not fixing anything. I don't even fill up my own car. Like, it goes on empty and then I fill it up. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Yes. We have a boat that we have with a few other families because we never go on it. And it's really fun now that the kids are older because all we do is we take all the kids out and then we go tubing. Do you know what tubing is?
Yes.
So we just drag them in a tube all day. And we have a boat at just Lake Ray Hubbard, if you know where that is.
Yeah.
So it's pretty close. And it's so much fun. And it's actually been nice with everything, even with COVID and everything, because you're out there by yourself. Yeah. So you're very easily social distance, but it gives the kids something to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Clark already wanted to order his tube. It has to have a back on it.
Yes. Oh, okay. Go to Costco. They have good ones at Costco in the summer. Yes.
But because we went to Minneapolis and there was no back on it. And of course, I'm not going to get in the water because it's too cold. Yes. But kids, they don't have any sense of like cold or hot, right?
Oh, no. Kids are crazy. Yeah. No, not at all. But we have one with the back on it that we got from Costco, and it's so much fun because as adults, and there's like it's like a 3-person one. So you can put the little ones in the middle, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, we got to do that. So when you come here, because your kids are like Clark's 7, so your kids are
9 and 11.
Right. So we can just throw them all in the back.
Oh, they'll love it.
And then we can go to Lake Travis and
I'm
you and me not get in the water.
Oh yeah, we are gonna have some fun. We'll go tubing as well, because if you go to the lake, you have to also get on the tube. Yes, I wanted to do that in Austin so badly. I called the producers and I was like, can we please, because we're going to get a boat. And I was like, I'm much more country than some of these other girls. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to sit around in a boat. That's boring. I was like, can we just go tubing? Like I was like, I'll even bring my tube. Like we have 3 little tubes that we keep at the lake. I was like, I'll bring one of my tubes. We can go tubing. It'll be so much fun. And
that would have been a great idea.
It would have been such a great idea.
I would love to see Tiffany on a tube.
Yeah, you can wear life jackets. You're safe, but it's so much fun. But then I think it's maybe a little dangerous. They probably didn't. They were like, well, what happens if something happens? So that didn't happen. But that was my dream for Austin, is to take the girls tubing, because it's so much fun.
It looks like it's going to be a really, really great summer. So, I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
I'm going to come up to Dallas probably sooner than you'll come back down here. So we'll get together. I'm glad you got to hop on this call really quick, because I know we could go on forever. But
yeah,
congratulations on the show and making it 5 seasons.
Oh, Lord. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I did. And
Never.
then, I mean, obviously, we won't know about, obviously season 6, my prediction. There'll be season 6, and obviously I believe you'll be on it just because you hold all the glue together. Is that the right word?
You're so I don't know. I mean, I feel like sometimes I've lost my marbles, but you never find out about casting until after the reunions.
Right.
Probably for a good reason, because then if you got let go, then why would you show up to the reunion or say anything? So right. That's a little ways down, but I always try to get through the season, and then if I do get offered a contract, it's a family decision. We sit around and talk about it and pray about it. My kids are to the age now where they have to be a part of decisions like this, because it's their life too.
That's awesome that you do that. I mean, you're wonderful on the show. You're a positivity, and that's what I'm all about, is positivity in our world, and that's why I love you on the show, and I love you as a friend.
I love you too. I love you too so much. You have a wonderful day, and give your kiddo and your hubby big hugs, okay?
I will, and you too, the whole family.
Okay, bye.
Watching you tonight from Austin.
Yes, thank you. Love you.
I love you too, babe.
Bye, honey.
Bye.